Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to create this little catnip toy, blunt cigarette, whatever you'd like to call it. And these are really easy to make. I have made a ton of these. I sent them out to all my family and friends who have cats, and I've also sold a lot on Etsy as well. They work up really quickly. They're very easy to make, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, also, the kitties really love them. Let me post a few pictures of some cats enjoying these cigarettes. And I was looking it up to see what age kitten can use these, and it says that usually between 3 and 6 months, or even 6 months and 1 year, would be best, or older, because I guess they don't have the sensitivity to pick up on the catnip at such a young age. It won't harm them, but they may not enjoy the catnip part of it as much, but they would still probably play with the toy. So just a thought. All right, so to get started, here's what you'll need. We need just a very small bit of white, red, and black yarn. You're really only going to need one strand. We do 1 round of black and 2 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds of red, and then the white. And then you will need some catnip. I use this organic cat crack I got from Amazon. You could use whatever kind of catnip you want. I've made so many and I still have. Like, it doesn't take much at all, so this lasts for a long time. And then you will need a pair of scissors, a yarn needle to sew in your ends, an optional stitch marker, and then we are going to use, well, I'm going to use a 3.5 millimeter hook today. I crochet a little bit more loosely, so this will help tighten up my stitches, but if you crochet tightly, you can use a size 4 if you'd like. For this one, I used a size 4, and it's fine, but the stitches aren't super tight. Nothing's coming through that, but I'm just going to use a smaller hook to tighten up my stitches a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Sorry, I forgot to add, you'll also need a little bit of polyfill. I just use a random polyfill that I get at either Walmart or Hobby Lobby, and you'll need some of that to stuff the cigarette. Okay, so to start out, we are going to do a magic circle, and if you need a little bit more time on this, I do have a video showing how to do it a little more slowly. I'll put a little card up here, but it's pretty easy, and if you don't want to do the magic circle, you can just chain 4 and slip stitch into the very first chain, and that will create a circle for you, but I think this way is better. Just put it over your 2 fingers and wrap around to create an X in the back, and you can just hold that down with your hand here. And then we're going to take our hook and go underneath the bottom, maybe, there, and then go over the top, and then just kind of twist around and pull it up. And then from here, we're going to chain 1. So you can either pull this off, this is the magic circle, but if you want to do it a little bit more securely, I just chain 1 while it's still on my fingers. Just go under this loop and do your chain. And then you can pull it off your hand, and you'll have a circle here, and this little strand allows you to pull it a little bit tighter. All right, so for round 1, we're going to do 6 single crochet inside the magic circle. So even if you did the 4 chains and made your circle, you're still going to do your single crochets inside the magic circle. It's 5 and 6, and then you can pull this tightly to close up your circle. And from here, if you want to use a stitch marker to mark the first stitch of every round as we start, because we're going to be working in the round, we're not going to slip stitch at the end, you can do that. I just count my stitches as I go, but you're more than welcome to use a stitch marker if you want to see the beginning of every round. So for round 2, we are going to start by single crocheting in the first 2 stitches. So you're going to single crochet 1, and if you want to, mark that stitch so you know where you're at when you come back around. And then we're going to single crochet into the next stitch, and then we are going to increase in the next, and we're going to, that just means putting 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so you're going to do an increase, and then we're going to follow that same pattern one more time. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then do an increase in the last stitch of the round. So do 2 single crochet in that last stitch. And I'm sorry, I do like a weird thumb thing, so I'm just doing regular single crochets, but it might look a little strange. Okay, and then I kind of just, you want it to start bowling up like that, so I just kind of put my finger there. And you can always pull this tightly to make sure the bottom is staying closed. Okay, so for round 3, we're going to single crochet in the first 3 stitches. It's 1, 2, and 3. And it might feel a little awkward when you're first starting because your project wants to keep flipping one way or the other, but it will work out. Okay, and then we are going to increase in the next. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to repeat that one more time, that whole part. Single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. And then an increase in the next. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch. All right, and for round 4, we're going to repeat that same thing. Oh, and you should have 10 single crochet at the end of round 3. So for round 4, we're going to repeat round 3, single crochet 3, and then do an increase, single crochet 3, and then do an increase, and you'll have 12 at the end. So I'm going to just pause the video, or you could just pause the video, do yours, and I'll meet you back after round 4. And here at the end of round 4, you should have 12 stitches in the round. And we'll go on to round 5, which is really simple. You're just going to do 1 single crochet in every stitch around, and you will have 12 at the end of round 5. So go ahead and pause the video, do yours, and I'll see you right back. At the end of round 5, you should have 12 stitches again. And for round 6, we are going to single crochet in the first 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to single crochet 2 in the next. So do an increase in the next. 1, 2. And then just repeat that around one more time. 5 single crochet and then an increase. And at the end of round 6, you should have 14 stitches. And here we are at the end of round 6 with 14 stitches. So now for rounds 7 through rounds 13, we're just going to place 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So rounds 7 through 13, you can pause the video, do your own. If you'd rather, you can just count it as 98 stitches instead of like round 1, I did 14, round 2, I did 14. It's just going to be a total of 98 stitches. So go ahead and do that through round 13, and I will see you back for 14. All right, here I am at the end of round 13, and I actually have one more stitch to do. Sorry, I keep going off camera here. But we are going to change our yarn to black from here. So I'm going to start my 98th stitch, or my last stitch, and then we're going to switch over to black. And you can change however you'd like. If you want to cut the yarn and then put the black on, that's fine. I'm just going to pull my black through for that last stitch and pull my white yarn tight. And then we can move on to round 14. So round 14, we are just going to do 1 single crochet in every stitch around. Sorry, I'm trying to get these in the back so I can just yarn over them to secure them into the project, the white and the black. There we go. Okay, so 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So it'll be a total of 14 stitches all the way around in the color black. Go ahead and do yours, and I will meet you right back. Okay, I did 13. I have 1 stitch left, but we're going to change to red then. And also, I cut the white yarn after I pulled it through a little bit in the back. But before we change to red, we're actually going to start stuffing and putting our catnip in. So I just pull this up so that it doesn't come apart. And you'll want to do a little bit of stuffing in the bottom first. You don't want to do just catnip right in the bottom, just in case it pokes out a little bit near the bottom there. So put a little bit of stuffing in, or polyfill. Okay, and then I do like a little bit of layered catnip. I put a little bit in first, and then I put some more stuffing. I have like a little quarter here or some kind of coin to scoop it. And it really depends on you how much you put in. I don't know, I put like a couple little scoops. And then I will put some more polyfill in. And then one more scoop of the catnip. And then polyfill the rest of the way. You just don't want catnip sitting right on top or right on the bottom, just in case, so it doesn't come out. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And then we will switch over to our red yarn on that last stitch, or after our 14th stitch. So let me grab my red. Okay, so I'm going to pull my red through on that last stitch. Make sure you pull the black tight. And you can leave a tail there and cut the black there if you want, and then just weave it in. I just like to pull it around the back. It's a little easier that way. Okay, and so for round 15, we are going to single crochet in the first 5 stitches with the red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you can cut those little, the red straggler and the black yarn at that point. And then we're going to do a decrease. So if you're unsure how to do a single crochet decrease, you just go into the stitch just like a regular single crochet, yarn over and pull up your loop. And then before yarning over and pulling through, we're going to go into the next stitch because we're going to put 2 stitches together. So just go right into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's a decrease or putting 2 together. And we're going to do that again all the way around. We're going to do the 5 single crochet first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you should have 2 stitches left, and you will do a decrease into those 2 stitches. So yarn over, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. All right, so for round 16, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to do a decrease. So decrease. And we're going to do that all the way around. We're going to do it 4 times total. So that was our first time. And then we're going to do a single crochet, decrease. That's the second time. Single crochet, decrease. That was our third. And then single crochet and decrease. That's our fourth. And you should have 8 stitches at this point. And if you want, you'll put a little bit more. You don't have to put more catnip in. There's probably enough in there, but I'm going to put just a little bit more in and then stuff the rest with the polyfill. And then we'll come back for our last round. All right, make sure that it's stuffed pretty well. And then we'll do our last round, which is just going to be, oh, I think I may have pulled a stitch out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, I'm good. Okay. Our last round is just going to be decreases all the way around. So you're going to do 4 decreases, and we should have 4 stitches when we get to the end. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gets a little tight there at the end. And then you can just slip stitch into the next. And then I do a chain 1 and cut a long piece of yarn to sew in the top. And we're just going to sew around, get your yarn needle, we'll sew up the top. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And here, you're just going to go around the 4 stitches, 2, 3, and 4, and pull tight. And then you can just go in and out of a few stitches to make sure that it's nice and secure. So if you make this, I would love to see it. You can tag me at Creations Misfit. I'm on Instagram and TikTok, and then I also have a group, Creations Misfit, on Facebook. And if you could leave a comment below and like the video, that would really help me get my videos out to more people, because the algorithm really likes to see engagement. And also, I really love reading comments. I get back to everybody. I love to hear how things worked out for you, or what yards you used, who you made it for. So please leave a comment, like, subscribe. I have a lot of different tutorials, and it's not just I mean, this is my first cat toy, but I have blankets and bags and kitchen items and decor and book stuff, like stuff for book lovers, and plushies. So please take a look at my other videos. I hope you'll like them. Here's the difference in size for this is the size 4 crochet hook that I used, and here's the 3.5. So you can see there's just a bit difference in size, but the cats don't care. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I would love to see you in the next video. You have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.